Hey, what's up, everybody? Once again, my name is DJ, doing what I do, sitting back here in my office, chilling. This video is put out by brother Professor David James, man. Brother Professor David James. I've been looking forward to watching it, and he's called it "You Don't Know How to Fight." So, hey, this is my kind of video right here. So we're gonna have some fun and check it out. All right. So let's see what the brother got to say.
Guys, Professor David, I got a good one for you today. Stop. Pay attention.
I like him already.
Got a good video for you today, and I got a question for you today. What do you do if you don't know how to fight? I got a suggestion. Don't fight.
Hey, I already like the brother. I don't know if he's good, but he's pretty goddamn convincing. I like him.
If you don't know how to fight, then don't fight. Okay? I keep telling you, self-defense and fighting are two different things.
I say that all the time, man. People talk about how to survive in a street fight and stuff like that. We ain't trying to learn how to survive in a street fight. A street fight is something you can walk away from. A self-defense situation is something that you got to deal with.
If you walk into a self-defense school and they tell you, yes, I'm going to teach you how to fight in 6 weeks. I want to teach you how to be a great fighter. Say, yes, thank you very much. Get your information and walk the hell out. Because you see, you can't turn a non-fighter into a fighter in those 6 weeks.
This is true. You cannot turn a non-fighter into a fighter into shit. Sometimes you can't turn a non-fighter into a fighter in 6 months. And now you can teach him self-defense, though. It's a little different, but I'm sure he's going to get into it.
Okay? It's not possible. But you can teach a person how to stop somebody from hurting them in a very short period of time. You can teach somebody the principles, the concepts, the thought pattern, how to think, okay?
Oh, I just noticed something, too. See, if you look at his shirt, it don't say jiu-jitsu like jujitsu. Is Jujitsu. That's different. That's different.
How to shut someone down and defend themselves in the street without them and build the right confidence in them without them being a good fighter. See, a good fighter don't know he's a good fighter until they start to win fights. Think about what I just said.
Yeah, I hear what he's saying. Look, I say, how you know you can fight if you ain't never been into a fight? Okay, that's why you got to be in the gym, putting some hard work in. You got to test that shit in the gym as hard as you can to know that you can really do it.
So someone's going to teach you how to fight. How do you know you can fight? Unless you had a bunch of fights that you've lost and then started to win. Okay?
Yeah.
What do you think? A guy just puts on a pair of boxing gloves and go, I want to fight the champion? No, you got to work your way up to the champion. Okay? You're only getting to the champion after you've proven yourself to be a worthy opponent and a good fighter.
Preach.
Okay? But I got a video for you that I see. Everybody's out there telling you different stuff. Everybody's out there trying to educate and teach on YouTube. Of course, this one. Everybody has their opinion. I'm not going to say they're wrong. I'm not going to say they're right. You be the judge. You got a choice to think for yourself. Learn to think for yourself. Okay? Forget about what I say. You tell me what makes more sense to you. What this group of people are telling you to do or what we're asking you to go off and do. Okay? Watch the video.
Stop walking away. Fight me. Stop being a coward.
Okay, you know what? I know this guy. I don't know him personally. This guy here, I actually watched some of his videos. I'll be watching his shorts.
Do you know what to do if you've never been in a fight? A lot of people have said in the comments they've never been in a fight before and they have no idea what to do. Sometimes you got to turn around, you got to hold your ground, and you got to fight that fight. So if you get pushed, the first thing you want to be doing is getting into a stance to show them that they're ready.
All right, look, I don't know if this guy going to tell you, whether somebody is right or wrong, but I'm going to tell you that I don't teach that shit. All right, all off the break. Now, I got seen some of this stuff, and some of this stuff is good. But the minute you get into a fighting stance in front of somebody, you're in a not only a fight, you're in a fair fight because they know you ready. That's not what I teach. Okay, look, that ain't what I'm talking too much. My bad.
Next thing that you want to be doing is getting verbally intimidating. Okay, show them that you're not weak. Show them that you're not scared. My dad used to say, just go crazy. Tell them that you're ready to die. Let's see what Kyle's version is.
I'm the dominator, the instigator. I bite your ear off.
Now, if I'm not running away because I think he's crazy, actually going to bite my ear off, now I know we're going to be in a fight. A lot of people, when they get angry or mad, they just start throwing circular punches, haymakers, because they think it's going to do more damage. Don't do that. Tuck your chin down, drive forward, throw straight punches only.
Okay, so I don't really understand what he's trying to say because I got to watch the rest of the videos. I want to get back to my man, but basically he said somebody push you, turn around, other than using the voice part, which I agree, and fight him like a man. That's pretty much what he's saying.
Hopefully this gets them moving back. None of this is a guarantee. It's a fight. It's going to be ugly. And because of that, there's nothing that you can really do other than just maybe take some licks, learn some lessons. Obviously, if you can run away, run. But sometimes you don't have a choice, so you got to hold your ground and fight strong. Stay safe out there.
Oh, shit. Look how he looked.
Okay, now that you've seen the video,
Oh,
do you understand
shit.
what the hell I'm talking about? This guy is telling someone who don't know how to fight.
You see how I was thinking the same thing. Oh, shit.
To just put a mean face on, put your hands up in a fighting stance,
And hopefully you're going to
tuck
win.
your chin in, and go at the guy straight at him.
Oh, God.
Okay? You got confidence enough to do that? You got the confidence to do that? Let me bring Kenny in here. Let me break this down. Okay? Guys, before me and Kenny even get started, the guy said, Kenny, put your hands up, tuck your chin, put a mean face on, start yelling and screaming at me, and come at me. Okay, now, do Kenny know who I am? I got a question for you.
You're right. The person that you coming at, that motherfucker might be a goddamn fucking, he might have been the fucking killer, so, but, and I don't know what he gonna say. You really can't, the situations I've been, I can't really be concerned about how bad the dude is and how tough the dude is. If I gotta go, all right. If I don't have to go, I ain't gonna go. But if I gotta go, I'm not considering how bad he is because it is what it is. But I wouldn't do what that dude talked about. It's crazy.
Who came in third place in the Olympics in boxing? That's the third best person in the world that went to represent.
Actually, it's not the third best person in the world. It's actually the third best amateur in the world. Man, it ain't even the third best. What he asked was who was the third place boxing champion in the Olympics. And that's the third best boxer in the world, but it's not the third best boxer in the world. It's the third amateur in the world in a particular weight class. But I get what he about to say. He about to say, if you don't even know what that is, you don't even know who that is. Shit, if you don't know who the second place or the first place winner is, or the guy who's coming up in the ranks in UFC or one of the boxing organizations. So you don't know who these people are. So you don't know who in front of you.
Represent our country in boxing. Oh, you don't know? Okay, let me try again. Who came in second place in boxing? Oh, you don't know that person's name either, right? You maybe, if you're a boxing fan, know who came in first place.
Most people don't
but
know
who
that.
Came in fourth place? You see, I'm the guy that came in fourth place. I'm the guy that trained 7 days a week, 7 days a week for 4 years to go into the Olympics to get my shot in my 3-minute round, and I lost. And I lost. and I'm pissed.
Hold up. I wonder if he's talking about himself, like back in the day, or in general, a story.
I'm pissed off. I'm inside a bar.
Okay, he's talking about that story.
I just walked out. A guy was in front of me, not moving fast enough. And just like that guy said, hey, what if the guy pushes you? And now you spun around and you don't know how to fight, and you're going to throw your hands up against the fourth best person in the world and say, let's go. What do you think his chances are? What do you think his chances are of survival? Forget winning. Winning is zero.
Not high.
Surviving with his life. How do you know when he puts his hand up, that guy, as he's charging in with his punches, the guy who know how to box don't say, whoa, and just throw an uppercut? Have you ever got hit with an uppercut and you never got punched before in your life? Do you know what the hell that feels like?
Actually, I do. And the shit don't feel good.
What are you going to tell the funeral director? He gave it his best shot?
Oh, that was funny.
Okay?
Oh, shit.
All the funeral director's going to
Here lies Mike. He gave his best shot.
tell you, do you want crushed velvet or do you want silk inside the casket? Which one you want? Because you're going to be a dead man. Okay? Never put your hand. This guy goes into a fighting stance. Don't go into a fighting stance. Why? Now it becomes a competition. My skills against his skills.
That's what my man. That's exactly what I said.
He don't know who the hell he just put his hands up against. Okay? When you do this, we're both even. He can punch me.
I try to tell my students all that. It's hard. I'll admit it's hard to train, outside of fighting stance, but it's necessary. Okay. Well, my students everybody like fighting the self-defense community mostly, train out of a fighting stance, but that's not the best. If you fighting out of a fighting stance are the only way you know how to fight, it's a good chance you're going to get fucked up. You got to learn how to fight from a more of a de-escalating stance, a modified stance. I mean, hands up, not letting them know you ready to fight, because you don't want them to know what you know. Okay? My father always said, don't ever let them know what you know.
And I could punch him. We're even. We could touch each other. That's what boxing is all about. Okay?
Okay?
Two gladiators decided to throw their hands up. But the streets ain't boxing. The streets ain't rules. So when he puts his hands up, we teach our people to put your hands up. See the window? See this square window? It's open, and then the window closes. It opens and closes, opens and closes. So now, by me just throwing my hands up, okay, and Kenny decides to start rifling off with punches, my hands are here. Stop. Look at the distance. Stop. Look at the distance. Punch, straight punch. Look at the distance. Look at the distance of the body when this guy's holding off punching. Keep your hand there, Kenny. Don't move it. Now, if I box, look at the distance versus this.
Yeah, I did a video. Okay, I don't really like this shit. I mean, to get like a good measurement, you can go maybe here and then here. I don't really like this shit, because if you see the way he did it, he closed his hand and you couldn't fucking see his face. If you can't see his face, then he can't see yours. So I don't really like this right here. But we hold our hands. A lot of people ask us, why you hold your hands 6 to 8 inches away from your face? Because you need some room. This is too close. This doesn't leave you any room for error. If you have them boxing gloves on, you got cushions in front of your face. But if you don't, this is why, and not even just self-defense, even MMA, because they got the smaller gloves on, hold their guards further away from their face and not right here to your face. This is something that they do with boxing gloves. Okay, I can give you a whole rundown of the history of boxing and why the styles change from out here, out here to. I'm talking too much. My bad.
If Kenny bends his arm, box, and I box, look at the distance of the body. Look at how close the bodies are. Look at how close the bodies are. Because we have both decided to fight. But if one person practices self-defense and personal protection while the other guy is fighting, that's what it looks like. One guy's back there, the other guy's over here. I force Kenny because my window is going to close. Every time he throws a jab, my window closes.
Yeah, I don't like that window close shit. I don't like that. And I tell you something else I don't like. His hands are too straight. They're too far. They're too far away from his face because he can't punch from there. Okay, he can't punch. He need to have them more bent because if he got to take off from there, he's gonna have to bring his hand back in order to extend it out. So I think his hands should be a little more bent. His arms, sorry, I think his arms should be a little more bent.
My window closes. My window closes.
Yeah, I don't like that close.
So I force him to throw a hook. So now when he throws hooks, look at the body.
I again, you don't have to close it this far to force him to throw a hook. And my hands is here. Actually, I don't care if he throws a straight punch because I can block anything coming down the pike. And once I block a couple of them, he comes around and I can block the hooks. Long range hooks are easier to block than straight punches.
Mechanics of hooks. Now, when I force him to throw a hook, I may not know anything. I'm not a fighter. But you give me a guy and let him take 1, 2, 3 classes with me. I can teach him touch the arm, touch the eye.
Did you see that? You see that? That was a 360 with a simultaneous counter. That was a 360. Dude, that's a little Krav Maga there. I like that. Little Krav Maga. That was a 360 with a simultaneous counter.
Touch the arm, touch the eyes.
Another one.
Touch the eye.
Another one.
Touch the arm, touch the eye. The second his hand touches, the other hand lunges into the eye.
Now, you might not get that eye strike because, under stress, it's hard to get, but you still get a palm heel strike. It's a simultaneous, it's Krav Maga principle. I ain't saying he doing jiu-jitsu, jiu-jitsu without the eye, but we do that. It's a simultaneous counter. Similar, not the exact same way, but similar.
Okay? I may not be a fighter. I don't know how to fight, but I'm going to move forward. I'm going to go like this. Hey! Now his hand goes up to his eyes. Whoa! I'm going to blast him in his...
Looks familiar.
Nuts. Hammer fist him in his head because hammer fist is the hardest strike I got. Blam! He grabs that. Boom! Take it.
Oh, man. I'm loving this dude. Yeah.
It's like I want to stomp on his leg and kick him in the teeth. I'm not going to fight him. No way in hell do I fight a guy like that. I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to stand, keep my hands up. Because there's no way you throw a strike and I move backwards. See, he got that right. He got that part right. Go forward.
I think this guy, I think this guy got some Krav Maga background because he just named like 3 Krav Maga principles. He might have a Krav Maga background.
You don't move backwards because you'll run out of real estate. And eventually you hit something and then you'll go into self-preservation. Because now when you hit something, you go like this and this guy's raining on you and you hit something. Now you're going to look at what you're hitting. And it's over because this guy's an experienced fighter. But if I tell him every chance you get, try to break his knee. So when he punches, break his knee. When he punches, break his knee.
I like to break his knee, but I'll just kick the fucker in the groin.
Maybe a non-fighter can get that. You see, a woman could do that. A teenager could do that. A man who don't have any skills at all could do that. But can a woman, a teenager, an elderly person who got no skills, who was never a fighter in their life at all, going to do this and start doing this? against some seasoned young buck thief? Come on, guys. You make a choice. Which one makes more sense to you? Put some comments in the bottom. Let us know. Okay, like I said, guys, anybody can give you information. And you can have 50 years, 30 years, 20 years, 100 years of experience. But you could have been doing it wrong for 100 years.
You know, that's something else I talk about. Look, anytime I'm having a discussion with somebody who, like, about any subject, it could be about self-defense, but any subject. And like I make a comment or opinion or even a correction, and their reply is, I've been doing this for years. I no longer had a discussion with them, because as soon as somebody say, man, I've been doing this for years, I know they're not going to listen to nothing I got to say. They're unteachable. Okay, they say you can't teach a old dog new tricks, and sometimes that's true.
A better way of doing what they're doing? No, I've been doing it. I've been doing this for 35 years. I've been doing it for 40 years. That's it. Just because you have experience don't mean you're doing it right.
I had been seeing that video come across my feed for a minute, man. It got a lot of views. Probably got a lot of views because of how animated the dude was. I mean, you know, to be honest, I mean, look, the first guy he showed in the video, he actually got some good stuff out. I mean, that I wouldn't have. The video he did, that wasn't one that definitely wasn't his best work. And this guy, you know, it was entertaining, you know, and I agree with the things he was, except for that this shit right here, you know, that hide and seek shit. I don't know about all that shit, but he was doing some Krav Maga principles there. But all right, man, we gonna keep it moving. I just wanted to watch that guy's video. Hey, and like the man said, like, comment, subscribe, man. All right. Hope y'all like what I'm doing. Peace. I got more.